Hello folks, welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the topics. Today, actually, right now, right before I started this, I opened another position. So we're going to talk about it in today's video. We're going to go through it. It is a 0DTE, so it expires tomorrow on Saturday. We also had CPI data, so important event this week. So let's take a look at the news, how the markets are doing, and then we're going to talk about my trades. Let's jump right into it. So the markets have jumped up in the past 24 hours. So you can see right here, Bitcoin, it's 577% in the green in the last 24 hours. Ethereum, 766. Then we have XRP, 424. BNB, 212. Then we have Solana at 10% increase. We have Hyperliquid above the 30 once again. Monero up 10%. And then all the other coins, which I usually don't cover because they're not, at least for me, not as important. I got someone that questioned me why I wasn't covering Cardano. Cardano for me is just right here, just above Hyperliquid, but Cardano has been such a letdown. I talked about Cardano before when this channel wasn't even the topics. If you are old enough in crypto, you've seen Cardano at dollar prices and not cents like it is right now. So Cardano going up to 25, 29, 30 cents, it is not good for me if you remember what Cardano prices were a few years ago. So same thing for Avalanche and for other coins that I don't cover just because they lost significance in the overall scheme of things in DeFi and in crypto. So that being said, if we take a look right here at Bitcoin, you can see very green right here, couple of candles in the past few hours. Same thing goes for Solana and same things were for Ethereum. And if you look at Ethereum, you're going to recognize, if you've been following my channel for a while, you will recognize this little line. You can see this little line somewhere right here, right here. They are options that I am selling. So if you see two, one above and one below the current price, it's because I'm selling a condor most likely. If you see one below or above, usually it is a spread or just a single option if I am on the topics. But you can see that we have volume. We're going upwards. If you go to the 1 hour, you actually can see same applies for Bitcoin and Ethereum and Solana. You can see that we have been going crazy up. The Bollinger funneled up and then we had an explosion. I like this signal. Of course, you can call me a aficionado. You can call me whatever you like, but I do like Bollinger Bands. These funnels right here, they usually mean that a movement towards one side is about to come. So as good as an indicator can be, I really like Bollinger Bands because they allow me to, predict when volatility is going to spike or when prices are going to spike, and I can trade accordingly. So you can see we are touching right now the 200 moving average, but we are overexposed. We're outside the Bollinger Bands, meaning that in the 1 hour, you most likely are going to be correcting, and you can see that from the RSI right below. So here on the 1 hour, meaning short term, we're going to go down a little bit, probably towards the 2040, maybe 2030, and then we should see the moving average reach that price. We're going to hold up here for a little bit, wait for the RSI to cool down, and then most likely, if the momentum keeps going, we can keep going up towards the 2100, which is a very important price. If Ethereum is able to close above that, not in the 1 hour, I would love to see it in the daily, but if in the daily we're able to close above this, then it is bullish news for Ethereum. And same thing goes for Bitcoin and for Solana. If we're able to maintain this momentum, we're going to see Solana most likely back at the 90s. We're going to see Bitcoin again, most likely towards the 71,000. And because we had this huge increase in price, we saw a lot of liquidations. Because of what I said, the huge movement upwards, look, we saw $129 million in shorts liquidated in Bitcoin alone, and overall $288 million liquidated in all markets. In all crypto markets, $283 million liquidated in the past 24 hours. So you can see these are huge movements because everyone thought that we were going to fall way more. I am not sure. Again, I don't like telling you, and I don't think it is a good thing that you watch people because they're telling you where the price is going to be, especially in these markets, which we saw are very easily manipulated by huge amounts of money. We saw CZ manipulating the market allegedly because they don't want to get arrested. We saw Trump manipulating the market. We saw BlackRock and all these other guys manipulating the market by pumping and dumping Bitcoin price. Exchanges liquidating a lot of people unjustifiably. A lot of stuff has been going on. So I am not going to be telling you where the price is going to be open and long, open and short. This is why I trade options, because it gives me the flexibility of not trading direction. I trade volatility. I trade movement. If I know it's going to be a very short movement, I can open an Iron Condor, which is a spread above and a spread below. Combined, they form an Iron Condor. If I believe that we're going to have a huge explosion towards either side, but I don't know which one, I can go with a butterfly. And of course, if you want to know how I'm able to find these or how I'm able to see if it makes sense for me or not to open a specific position, maybe why not a call? If you think it's going to go down right now in a little bit, why not sell a call? Well, we have the education tab right here. You click right here on education and you can see course from zero to hero for free. You just have to register with the first link in the description for free. I'm not asking you money for it, it's for free. You just register and you're gonna be able to learn how you can trade options. And if you don't want to, you can click on copy trading and you can deposit and we do the trading for you. Of course, there's a fee for you to just leave the money for us and we do the trading. But again, both of these strategies have been outperforming crypto. Again, let me tell this one more time. Both of these strategies have been outperforming crypto. If you compare 1 year ago, had you deposited $100,000 in Bitcoin and $100,000 right here in the 30T, this one would have given you 60% returns from 1 year ago. This one here started in October, and since October, we're up 12.5%. So from October to now, 12.5%. Bitcoin has been only going down. And these are Bitcoin and altcoin strategies, meaning that you're depositing USDC, but we're trading options on Bitcoin or options on altcoins for you. Of course, with altcoins comes a little bit more risk, but higher rewards. When we get strategies right, we get higher rewards. But the Bitcoin one has been going on since 2024, so since May 2024, and it has done over 115% since then. If you had started with $100,000 then, you would have made $117,000 in profits. So that is a crazy absurd number. And you can click on this view details and you see all the trades that we do. We see the P&L for every single leg. So here it doesn't show the grouped up strategy, so it doesn't show a combo like you would be used with, Deribit or other places, but it shows the single legs and you can add them up, see what is the results that we're getting, all the entries, all the information. We have it right here for you to check out and for you to study if you want to see it. What I even saw were people following this. Whenever it says active, meaning that we place the trade, they would just go by themselves, so they don't want to have to pay the fee. They would just be copying from outside of the vaults because you're able to see that and you're able to participate. Hopefully this is the beginning of, again, more trades, and all these trades, as always, I'm going to be covering here in this channel and also on Bitopics Twitter. You can check it out also in the description, or just type Bitopics on Twitter. You're going to find us there. So thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you have an amazing end of the week. Next week I'm moving, so Tuesday we're going to have a video, and then Friday, and then next Friday, most likely it's going to be a pre-recorded video because I will be moving on Friday, and because it is a little bit far, and then Tuesday, most likely these are going to be pre-recorded videos. But as always, I'm going to be here on social media if you need me or if you want to ask any questions. Thank you very much. See you soon. Take care. Peace.